Yo, what is up, everybody? Chuck here, and welcome to another All or Nothing live commentary. Hope everybody is having a fantastic start to your week. Thank you for tuning in. And, of course, thank you to everybody who has supported the Patreon, especially RJ, Camp for the Win, and Johnny. You guys are all fantastic human beings, and I love you. And basically, you guys are single-handedly pulling this entire campaign. Obviously, we got a whole bunch of other supporters, though, so thank you, everybody who supported it. I have added a brand new tier to the Patreon. Hopefully, we're not actually on a 1 bar. There we go. 3. That's good enough. I've added a brand new tier to the Patreon because I have ordered well over 300 stickers. I've got like 5 or 6 different kinds, and basically I've added a $5 tier. So if you can't part ways with $20 a month, I totally understand where you're coming from. So basically I added a tier that's a little bit lower. So if you want to support this but you don't want to part with 20 every month, you can get some cool stickers and feel like you're supporting a great cause, which this is a great cause. And first thing I want to talk about before we get into a couple conversational topics is that Black Ops 2 is backwards compatible. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware or remember my Black Ops 2 Zombies trolltages, which were, honestly, if I had to vote on my own favorite videos, those were probably it. In terms of trolling, like those Black Ops 2 Zombies trolling with EMPs and stuff, oh my god. Seriously, I'm sorry, I'm hiccuping again. I'm drinking C4. This is kind of like a pre-workout. Like I'm recording this and drinking C4 before I go work out. So you guys are like you're gonna get like the energetic Chuck. Hopefully you're in the mood for an energetic Chuck. So yeah, that goal, the reason I brought that up is because if we hit 1,000 for this month, which we've got 2 weeks left-ish, if we hit 1,000 for this month, I will be making a Zombies Black Ops 2 trolltage. Because it's backwards compatible, there's a whole bunch of people playing it. Literally, like 150,000 just on 360 alone. That's not even counting zombies. And I'm sure there's a bunch on, oh, not 360, sorry, Xbox One. Wait, that would combine both of them, wouldn't it? Never mind, I'm an idiot. Anyway, a lot of people are playing it. And I figured now would be a good time. Like, if I'm going to bring any series back, that would make the most sense in terms of, like, the special montage videos. So, if we get to 1,000, that video will start being worked on. That guy's name is Warm. What a strange-ass gamer tag. Hey, my name is Warm. Yo, I'm going to add you on Xbox. What's your gamer tag? Quickscoper373. What's your name? Warm. Weirdo. Anyway. Sorry, I got to turn this music down. It's basically the College Dropout. There's a whole bunch of talking on that album from Kanye, so I'm trying to find a song that isn't just pure talking. Okay, how about this one? What do I have to talk about today? I'm trying to think of what's going on in my life before we get into some of the topics. Everybody who has pledged over 20, your koozies are out and on the way. And if you haven't received it yet, you will soon. A lot of people have been supporting the Patreon from different continents. So shipping to your continent, there's like Finland and Norway and Australia and a whole bunch of other countries and continents and stuff going on. So be patient. I can't get it there super fast. Otherwise, it'll cost me like $80 to ship you something that weighs like 1 ounce. But anyway, so those will be there soon if you haven't gotten it already. If you have gotten one, feel free to take a picture and tweet it at me, holding your beverage of choice. Some people decided to take a picture of it holding a bottle of mustard. So if that's your thing, feel free. What's going on in my life today? Brought my car in. So I got that new car. I brought it in because BMWs have this weird thing. Basically, newer models, or maybe all models. I'm not sure. I haven't owned. I mean, I've owned a BMW for the last 6 years of my life now. But they kind of make their cars in a way that they make the average car owner unable to perform work on their own car. Like I have a brand new battery installed in it that I got right when I bought it. But you don't just put a battery in a BMW. You have to initialize it so it's not drawing too much power or whatever. So I've got it brought in for that, and I also have like I'm putting a new badge on the back because the X6M logo was peeling off. A whole bunch of other stuff you guys don't care about. Also need to buy new tires. Not new tires, but new wheels. But right now it's sitting on 22-inch rims, and I love that car, but I almost feel like it's like too much for me. Like, it's too showy. I don't know. Like, I never thought it would get to that. I never thought I would own a car that I was like, okay, I need to tone it down a little bit. But it's all blacked out. Literally at night, don't tell the police, I can't see out of that car. If I'm reversing, thank God it's got a backup camera with like a flash or whatever, or auto exposure, or whatever it is. Thank God for that, because I can't see out of the tint. I seriously cannot see out of the tint. I've also got a bunch of, this is really off topic. I don't know why I just brought this up. I've also got a bunch of t-shirts. They are on sale for 2 more days. So if you want another way to support me, but instead of just throwing money at me and then getting like a koozie, you can throw money at me and get a t-shirt, but you're doing it through Teespring. There's a whole bunch of shirts, a bunch of different colors, so check those out. Link will be below for that, as well as Patreon, in case you're watching this and you're like, fine, Chuck, take my goddamn money. And if you're not, and you don't feel like giving me any money, that's great. That's awesome. I still love you. Some people apologize. I've gotten DMs and messages and stuff on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, and people are like, yo, I'm really sorry, I can't support it right now. I'm in college, I'm broke. Man, I totally understand. When I made the Patreon, I wasn't under the impression that every single person who watches my videos was going to pledge an ungodly amount of money to my videos. I don't expect that. I know that there's 99% of the people in the world who are not in the position to do that, and that's totally fine. Don't apologize. You watching my video is enough for the most part. Like, that's all I can ask for is watch my videos. If you don't enjoy them, then don't watch them. But if you enjoy them, just watch them, and that's good for me. But some people are in a financial position where they can support their favorite causes and YouTubers and whatever. So that's the reason I did it. Don't feel bad if you can't support it. I'm not trying to guilt anybody to do it. So just remember that. If you're watching, that's a lot of support, and I appreciate it. Yeah, so I brought my car in, getting some things fixed. Rims, the person who originally bought my car put 22, those tires are too big. They're literally tires that, like, they don't sell anymore. Like, I cannot find that exact set of tires anymore. I'd have to literally buy, like, each tire individually, which is ridiculous. But anyway, enough of the car talk. I'll have a video on that sometime in the near future, hopefully within the next month, assuming I figure out the tire situation. What else do we have going on? Yeah, okay, let's talk about this Cleveland shooter thing, this Cleveland Facebook shooter thing, because it left me laying in bed, unable to sleep for about 3 hours last night. And I was getting super paranoid. Like, I was at the point where I was on Reddit and I was reading conspiracy theories, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Like, when I got to the subreddit, and I think it's Conspiracy is just the name of the subreddit. And everybody's posting pictures of chemtrails or whatever the fuck whatever they call them now, coming from behind airplanes that are supposed to be changing the environment and polluting our minds for mind control or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what the reason for them is, but whatever that BS is. So that's why I don't really. Oh my fuck me in the ass. That's why I don't really like pay attention to the conspiracy theory. Like 9/11. I made a joke shirt that Bush did 9/11 or Bush did Titanic or something. I think I did both of them, actually. But Bush didn't. And I made the shirts. I didn't do 9/11. I just made the shirt. I thought I'd clear that up in case there's some young listeners who aren't aware of that. Anyway, let's finish this streak off with it. Oh, that would have been a dirty little bank. Oh, that would have been naughty. Oh, there's a little bank off of a barrel bank. The whole Cleveland thing. So I was laying in bed and I was thinking to myself, okay, let's say somebody in my city. Now I don't know. Oh, 950. Whoops. Now I don't know how many people live in Cleveland. Let me actually quick look it up. Cleveland population, because I was comparing it to the city I live in. But okay, Cleveland's got almost 400,000 people, and the population has been steadily declining since 1990. They've lost 100,000 people. Probably with good reason. I feel like Ohio in general just is one of those states. Ohio and Michigan, people just tend to leave. You're born there, you don't really want to stay there. No offense to the Ohioans. The Ohioans. Like, Sarah's parents were both born in Ohio, I believe, or they met in Ohio. I should know where they were born. I think they were born in Ohio, but they clearly don't live there anymore, and nobody else does either. But anyway, I was comparing it to my city, and I was like, okay, let's say somebody here in Fort Collins, a city of 150-ish thousand people, murdered somebody in broad daylight, shot them with a gun. Not with a silenced sniper rifle where you can't tell that there's some loud noise. A fucking handgun, okay? On Easter. It's probably not very loud on Easter. There's probably not much going on. The streets aren't bustling and hustling. People aren't out shopping. It's pretty quiet. You hear a gunshot in a car speed away, not to mention the fact that this dude's live streaming himself. Well, technically he live streamed before the murder. In case you guys didn't understand what's happening here, or you just don't pay attention to the news because it didn't seem to be covered very, like it wasn't being covered proportionate to how social media was reacting to it. It was a huge deal on social media, but like national news networks just weren't, they didn't really give it the time of day. And if they did, I missed it. I mean, I was watching, we watched CNN for like 4 hours. Sorry. I won't watch Fox News, and it's nothing against Fox News. It's just that I hate Fox News. We were watching CNN, and they wouldn't show it, and it's just frustrating when you're like, okay, people need to know that there's a murderer on the loose who has clearly no concept of self-control. He just live streamed himself, and nobody was airing it, and I was confused. And so this dude murdered somebody live, a random person on the street, some elderly man, on Facebook, recorded the video, uploaded it to Facebook, and then they took his Facebook down. And I was wondering, okay, if you kill somebody in broad daylight, and you also have live streamed recently on Facebook, they can kind of tell where your location is, right? And I was thinking, okay, that would probably take 20 minutes, if that, to track down in my city of Fort Collins. 20 minutes, maybe even less than that. Honestly, broad daylight murder, I feel like that's a pretty, that's an event that stands out quite a bit. It's not like a hold up at a gas station where it might take a couple days. It was a fucking murder. And I was laying in bed and I'm like, how could they not catch him? If he's driving a newer model car, it was like a 2015 or 2016 Ford Fusion or something like that. I would say every car made says, this is a completely random, or not completely random, but completely off the top of my head. Most cars made since like 2005 probably have a GPS built in, at least to the point where the car manufacturer should be able to track it down. And I was like, if they really wanted to find this guy, they could fucking find this guy. The only way they found it, they ended up finding him nearly 48 hours later. Nearly 48 hours later in a different state. He had killed himself in Erie, is it Pennsylvania or New York? I think it's like kind of on the edge. I think it's Pennsylvania. Which is, you know, that's not close. That's like a 6 or 7 hour trip from Cleveland, I think, again, off the top of my head. But, like, should it have taken that long to find somebody? It just makes you wonder, like, if it takes that long, and the only outcome from a situation like that is the dude kills himself, then that, like, almost encourages people to take that same course of action. Like, hey, I can kill somebody, live stream it, get super fucking famous for a couple days, have my name blasted on every single news network ever, all over social media. Hell, I could probably get verified before they find me. And then I can take my own life, and that's it. Like, I don't know. It seemed really strange to me, and I don't know how it ended. I think it was like a short chase or something in Erie, and he was just like, fuck it, and he took his own life. But, yeah, I was laying in bed, and I'm like, it's strange that it took him that long. Like, I feel like if I did something, I would never. I would never do something like that. So that was stupid for me to say that. But, like, I feel like if somebody else did something like that, like, I don't know. It shouldn't take that long to find them. Close off the highways, whatever you have to do, I don't know. But I was also laying in bed and I was thinking, 2 summers ago, here in northern Colorado, there was a string of highway shootings. And they were literally like 2 blocks away from where we live. So it was scary for us because we lived here and, you know, we didn't want to die. But there were just random shootings on the highway. Like somebody had been shot in the head, they survived, and then they were in like the next town over, a couple runners and bikers had been shot and killed at point blank range with a shotgun. And I was like, you know what? I don't think they ever found that guy. So I looked into it, and lo and behold, it's been 2 years and they haven't found him. And it's not like they had no description of this guy at all. They knew exactly what kind of car he was driving. It was a bright orange pickup truck. How many fucking bright orange pickup trucks are there? Like 4? Go knock on their fucking doors. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, and this is going to seem really, really weird, and I don't want it to be like conspiracy theory-ish, but sometimes I feel like if the police really wanted to find somebody and track somebody down for a crime, they could easily do it. But when it takes a couple years and there's no progress at all, and it's just been completely pushed to the side, that scares me a little bit. As just like a regular citizen, I need a fucking knife. So anyway, that's what I was laying in bed thinking about last night. Like, holy shit, that dude's still out there on the loose. Like, I may run into him at Walmart, and you wouldn't know because he's still out there. And I feel like he'll never be caught unless he does something like that again, which is horrible to think about. But you want that guy locked up. Anyway, so that's what I was thinking about last night. That was like it literally kept me up. I could not go to sleep because I was worried about it. Then I woke up and they found the Cleveland shooter guy. Another weird part about that whole story was so he had claimed that he killed like 13 or 14 or 15 people. But there's only evidence that he killed 1. And the one person he killed, it was an elderly man. He was 74, and he was supposedly walking back from his children's house on Easter. And, God, I need a fucking knife. And, less than 24 hours after this random man had killed their father, they said that they had already forgiven the shooter. Which really was like, wait a second. Who the fuck? Okay, look at that. Buzzer beater. But it wasn't very cool. But I had to do something. They had already forgiven the shooter, which blows my mind. Somebody kills my dad, and number one, they hadn't even found the guy yet. I'm not forgiving shit. I would go after and hunt down that man by my fucking self. So, I don't know. It was a weird situation. I'm glad it's finished, though. But, yeah, it's stuff like that. It just makes you think. It makes you wonder. I don't know. I've read a whole bunch of conspiracy theories. There was just some crazy shit on Reddit. So, that's why I kind of stay away from it. I couldn't even imagine, like, 4chan. I'm sure that's ridiculous, but I don't go on it. Anyway, so that's kind of where I've been. I've been really enjoying It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia lately. I am absolutely fucking obsessed with that show. I started watching it a couple years ago. If you guys remember when I made that video, I forgot what it was called. What was it? It was a live commentary, and some of you might remember this. I was in college at the time, and I made a video, and the gameplay was me not moving. It was literally because I wanted people to just listen and not watch. Which was, like, at the time, like, I surprised myself thinking that I had just, like, the thought to do something like that. I'm proud of myself. But anyway, I made a video basically telling people, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I made a video basically telling people to live their life. Like, don't spend, and this was stupid of me because as a content creator, you don't want to tell your audience, don't watch my videos, but I was telling people basically, hey, if you're in college, or high school even, or wherever you are in life, if your only hobby is watching YouTube videos, you're missing out on a lot. I think that's kind of the point that I told people. Because I've never been like a hobbyist YouTube watcher. I used to watch, we got Ganja Raider 420, but he smokes cigarettes filled with weed. Like, the first couple YouTubers I watched, I guess we can kind of turn it into, like, an inspirational, not inspirational, but, like, what were my inspirations on YouTube when I first started? Zergriz. I watched his montages, and I was like, you know what, I'm better than him. So I made a YouTube name called GrizWho, and that was my first YouTube channel. And, I mean, I was never better than Grizz. Let's be clear. He's a freak, and he could do things that I'd never seen anybody else do. But I made that name nonetheless because I was a cocky college kid. So Zerg Riz was one of my inspirations, and also Only Use Me Blade. I used to watch him all the time, and it wasn't even his, I didn't watch his knifing videos because I've never been a knife-only player. I didn't watch his knifing videos. I watched his San Andreas series where he did a playthrough of it, and it was like, because at the time it was before I had started Straight Up Knives, and I was working at McDonald's, and I would come home like during the summer. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but like if you've got a summer job and you come home and you're just tired and you want to just fucking relax, but you're like mentally not tired, you're just physically exhausted, you just lay down and you have to watch something. And I would listen to his entire San Andreas series. Look at this motherfucker. Where did he go? Where did he go? Is he still up there? Okay, he disappeared. But I would watch the entire San Andreas playthrough every night I'd get home from working at McDonald's. And I like remember it vividly. Like I would go home and I'd still be smelling like fries and fried food and sweat and just not a good pleasant smell. And I'd sit there in my work uniform and lay on the couch and listen to his playthrough. And that, I think that's kind of like where I got this passion for just talking like podcast style about like anything going on over gameplay. Like I don't think many people watch this series for the gameplay. If you watch this entirely for the gameplay and you mute the video, you're probably you are in the 1%. Because let's be honest, I've done everything there is to do on this game mode. There is very little I could do right now that people would be like, holy shit, that's impressive, I've never seen that before. It probably doesn't help that the game mode's old, and the game is old, and that I made 50 or so live comms and 70 FSUs, or whatever it was. But that would have been, I could have got a nice little quad feed game winner, but... So I think most people watch for the audio, and that's kind of how I got into the Only Use Me Blade channel. It wasn't for the knife only, which is strange because then I started the channel after the fact, like a couple years later, kind of based on knives. But let's find a good song here. Never Be Like You. How about that? I do like the new Kendrick album. I haven't listened to all of it. I dig Humble and DNA. Let me actually listen to... Apple Music, by the way, is the greatest thing in the world. So if you guys don't have it... I've never been the type to pay for music. I know I'm a fucking terrible person. Sue me. Actually, don't sue me, please. I've never been the type of person to pay for music. I used to always think, dude, I'm way smarter than that. I don't need to pay for music. I can just Google it and get it on my phone and be cool like that. That's not cool. It's not cool. Because once you become someone that creates something, you want to reward other people who create things. And obviously Kendrick Lamar's on a way different level than I am. But it's the same concept, like... I think somehow through paying my Apple Music subscription, I'm supporting the people who make the music. Hopefully, I don't know where else it would go. Hopefully, not just straight in Apple's pockets. They got enough money. Anyway, yeah, I like Humble. Humble is one of my jam songs right now. A jam song, a cruising song. We'll call it that. Basically, a song that you listen to cruising in your car, just because it's like hype and loud and bassy and I don't know. Like I listen to different music working out, which I need to do more of. 100%. I need to work out more because I'm getting out of shape. It's almost summer. Oh fuck! I was just about to talk about this. This is the reason I was bringing up the whole YouTube inspiration, being a hobbyist watcher. I would assume most of you guys watch YouTube as a hobby. And I had never really been like that, with the exception, like I said, of like the Zerg Riz montages and the Only Use Me Blade, San Andreas playthrough. But recently, I must admit, triple. Give me the quad, baby. Bitch ass slut. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Eat a dick! Anyway, I've recently gotten into... My eyes are watering. That's fucking weird. I think I'm crying tears of joy or I just didn't blink for that entire streak. Anyway, I've been watching Casey Neistat's videos religiously. Here, we're gonna go on another streak real quick. Like seriously religiously, like I watch them while I edit. This was too easy, by the way. 19-3. I want to say I've got host just because I don't normally play this well, but that's a pretty good game right there. I will take it. Let's finish that off with a kill cam. I've been watching his videos, his vlogs, just non-stop because I find him to be the only person left on YouTube that inspires me. And that, I don't want that to sound like I'm bored with YouTube. That's not what I'm talking about. What I mean is, like, there's nobody that I watch who I look at and I'm like, that's kind of where I want to be in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people who are way more successful than I am and they're younger than me. I'm not going to look up to them. They're literally just kids who got lucky and have way too much money they know what to do with, and they'll be broke in a couple years unless they're smart or hire a financial planner or whatever. Anyway, but one of the people who I look up to, like actually look up to, is Casey Neistat, because he seems to have it all figured out. And I don't know, it's really hard to tell with YouTubers. God, Humble's playing twice in a row. Let me change it real quick. It's really hard to tell with YouTubers if they're putting on a front. What's a good song? Fuck, sorry. How about Young Forever? Okay. It's really hard to tell on YouTube if a vlogger, especially a vlogger, because they're constantly on camera. You don't know if they're actually not even as happy, because you look at Casey Neistat, you can't really tell if he's happy most of the time. He's energetic and upbeat and intense, but that doesn't equal happiness, because I'm also energetic and normally upbeat, and I normally have a kind of it. Like, I used to not be intense at all. Like, if you watch my old live comms, it was literally just me, like, sounding like this. Fuck you, Freeland, faggot, bitch, slut. That was literally what my commentary used to sound like. But now I have, like, 8 times more energy. I don't know why 8. It's probably closer to 10. Stupid fucking number. Can even throw a knife. Just let me fucking throw one. That's right. That's money. That's money. That's money. Oh. Well, I've been watching his videos, and yeah, he's my YouTube inspiration. He's like the last remaining inspiration I have on YouTube. Just like the way he's able to balance. Number one, I find it incredibly impressive when people have a family, but also, like, I can't find time in my day to vlog without a family. And it may be because I'm not comfortable yet vlogging. I'm not uncomfortable vlogging in public, but I just don't find it. Like, the way I look at my life, what the fuck? The way I look at my life, I don't look at it and think, oh my god, I should vlog this. This is super interesting, because it's my daily life, and because it's my daily life, I don't find it interesting. But then when I go on a vacation, I'm like, oh my god, I want to vlog this. This is cool. But then at the same time, I'm like, wait, I want to enjoy this. I want to savor the moment. I don't want to waste time. Not waste time. I don't want to waste my energy on trying to get the perfect shot or something while I'm ignoring my fiance. You know what I mean? So it's impressive to me. You're a fucking slut. You're a fucking slut. It's impressive to me that he can manage having a wife, 2 children, one of them being a baby, starting a multi-million-dollar company, going for like 10-mile runs every day, and uploading a really high-quality product every day. It is what I aspire to do, but right now, at my point in life, it's really hard. And it may just be living in Colorado and not having like, I feel like the reason his vlogs are entertaining is because he's not vlogging his vlog. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of YouTubers vlog their vlog. They vlog to vlog. God, that sounds stupid, but think about it like this. Like, most YouTubers don't do anything but vlog. If you're a vlogger, you vlog. But he's got a whole other line. Like, he's a film producer. He knows so many entertaining people. He runs his own company. So he's vlogging his other work, and he just so happens to be really good at making vlogs. Whereas other YouTubers just vlog. I don't know if that probably came off really stupid, but I don't know, like, I think that's the difference between him and everybody else, is he has a life. That sounds really harsh on every other vlogger in the world, but I think that's what it comes down to, is it's hard to become attached to a vlogger because they don't fucking do anything. It's like of substance, you know what I mean? Like, I watch his vlogs to see his interaction with his kids and his wife and his co-workers and everything like that, and I'm gonna go flawless real quick. Hold on. Oh! Who the fuck just killed me? No way. If it was a no luck, it was not going for me, was it? Oh, fucking triple skipper. You little whore. But like most vloggers don't have enough going on that it's entertaining. Quad feed. That it's entertaining enough. 5-man. 6-man. 7. 8. 9. Where did you just come from? 10. Well, that's too easy. I mean, that was a minute. That took me 1 minute to get to 950. 19 and 2. Not technically 19 and 1 before I had to die. So I'm killing it right now. But yeah, I watch his videos for a different reason than I would watch. Like, I could watch him talk about anything for 10 minutes, and there is not a single other person in the world. Although I do listen to my own live commentary, so maybe I'm headed in the right direction. But I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about his editing style and everything that I can't like take my eyes away from, or my focus away from. So maybe one day, and Sarah and I have considered it, not moving to New York. I would never move to New York. It does look beautiful, and I would love to visit. Maybe beautiful isn't the right word for it. Beautiful for like a couple days a year, and then the rest of it just seems kind of dirty and hectic. But cool city. I've never been there, and I would probably never move there without experiencing it first. But anyway, like Sarah and I have considered, she has a full-time job here, so a lot of people who stream, like, she doesn't stream regular, like, she'll stream every single weekend, but like a lot of people look at her and are like, oh my god, you're a lazy streamer, you stream once a week, what can you stream more often? I'm gonna unsub. Like, most streamers don't have a job. Like, she streams like for fun on the weekends as an excuse to give stuff away or drink or whatever it is. Whereas most streamers, if they do have jobs, they're somehow related to the industry they're in. And it's not the case with Sarah. But she's got a full-time job, which makes, like, if she didn't and all we did was stream and I did YouTube, it would be so easy to just be like, you know what, let's move to fucking LA. But LA is so cliche, and to be completely honest, I hate that city. I do not like LA. I love Santa Monica, but the actual city of LA is not something that appeals to me at all. And I also, oh my god, that was perfect. And I also feel like there's like a weird, not even weird. It's just how it is. There's a type of person, like when you picture LA vlogger, like there's just a type of person you picture, and you just picture a douchebag. Am I right? Does anybody else feel that way? And I don't want to be like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is eventually I would like to kind of transition into more of a vlog style channel. And a lot of people won't support it, and that's whatever, but I don't know. Like there's something about that lifestyle. Not doing it in LA, because LA is hectic as shit and I just wouldn't want to do it, but I don't know, just living somewhere different than where I am right now. I'm not unhappy with where I live right now, but like if I wanted to try to vlog, like I watch some Pokemon Go YouTubers who vlog their like daily adventures, and I'm not gonna lie, it's awful because they don't live in an area that should be. LA seems like it was built to be vlogged in, but some areas are not, like the Midwest. Like if you live in like rural Ohio, you shouldn't be vlogging the farms. Like, I don't know. So part of me wants to start doing something different. And Pokemon Go was something different for me. You know what actually bothers me? Let me quick rant for just a quick little second here. There's like not supposedly, but like when people mention Pokemon Go YouTubers, they bring up this group of like 5. There's like 5 that people rattle off the top of their head, and I'm never one of them. And it doesn't bother me in the sense that like, oh my god, I wish I was them. It's just that like I look at their channels and like, if they're my competition, their videos are kind of shitty. Some of them are really good. Like I will say, Mystic does a good job editing his videos and stuff like that. But then there's other Pokemon Go YouTubers who just, like I feel like if their audience found my channel, they would enjoy my channel a lot more, because those other people are boring and they're just like this, and they're like, hey, yo, caught a Charmander, sweet. Hey, all right. That's the video for today. Hope you enjoy. Well, really? How do you fucking watch that for more than like a minute at a time? Even me talking like that for 8 seconds was boring for me. So I don't know. I just feel like if that audience found my channel, they would probably enjoy my videos. But like I've done well with Pokemon Go, and I think I've found a pretty big audience with it. I also don't do what other Pokemon Go YouTubers do, because all other Pokemon Go YouTubers do, like, well, 99% of them, I think I'm kind of in the minority with like the top 5s and top 10s and that type of stuff that I do regularly. But what other people do is they vlog like their daily adventure, and like I said before, unless you live in like a great area with beautiful weather and awesome views and stuff, that you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I don't care. But like, it just doesn't look right, and that's why I hesitate to do stuff like that, because oh, what the fuck did I just hit? If I don't know. Ooh, I just don't feel comfortable vlogging in Colorado. It just doesn't seem right. Like, it doesn't seem like Colorado's a very hipstery area. It's not like LA in the sense that like everybody feel, what is the word? Self-absorbed, maybe? Like in LA, everybody feels the need to take selfies and vlog themselves, and everybody's a vlogger, and everybody's a YouTuber, and everybody's an actor or an actress, filmmaker, whatever, photographer. And I feel like here, if you're vlogging, it's like, oh my god, that guy's full of himself. I don't know. I'm just rambling, and maybe that's not a good thing. But yeah, I just the whole Pokemon Go thing is great. I still enjoy playing the game, which is awesome. There needs to be new content, and I always compare it to sticking a piece of paper on the wall with some tape. And you guys are like, what the fuck does that even mean, Chuck? You're an idiot. Okay, hear me out. When you stick some tape on the back of a piece of paper and you put it on a wall, that paper may hang up there for a week. Okay? But then let's say it falls and you're like, huh, I'm going to hang it back up, but I'm going to keep this same tape on it. The next time, it'll hang for a day. Okay? So every single time it falls, it hangs for less and less time until you get to the point where it'll just fall off immediately. And I look at Pokemon Go the same way. Basically, for them to keep our attention, for Niantic to keep its player base strong, it needs to add more content more frequently. It's not a linear progression, because people expect more and more as we go further and further into the game. So some people are like, yo, we just got Gen 2 2 months ago. We're like 5 months away from getting Gen 3 or, in my opinion, Gen 4. It can't be like that. If they want that game to last more than another summer, they need to release like a new generation of Pokemon every 2-3 months. Like, I think they're due right now for the next generation of Pokemon. And then when summer comes, when we hit June or something, then another one. Like, there's no harm, in my opinion, for them to start releasing more frequently. But obviously, I'm a fan of the game, so I obviously want more content. But I don't know. It's like, I hate putting all my eggs in one basket, which is why I still do this and I still do Twitch and stuff like that. But like, I don't like relying on Niantic's updates. Like, I don't like hoping every morning that I wake up and there's some new event. God damn it, I need a kill game. To make content on, to catch people's attention. So, who knows? I definitely ranted a lot. Maybe not ranted, but hopefully not complained. Hopefully it didn't come off as complaining. Because I try to be a really positive person. Like, that's huge to me. Like, and I think that's another reason why I like watching Casey Neistat is there's always a positive vibe, a positive attitude to his videos and just his general demeanor that, like, I feel like is worth being or worth idolizing. We got to play Hard Hat. We'll play Hard Hat and we'll call it a day. Quick reminder, everybody, if you like this series, now there are some people who have pledged over $100, over $200 just by themselves. I don't expect that to continue. So if you've done that, thank you. But I would totally understand if next month you're like, okay, I did my share. I'm dropping it down to 10 or 5 or 3 or 0 or whatever. What that would mean is then basically next month we start from square one, and we don't hit our first goal. So although right now we've hit it, I don't expect that same support to continue. Fuck you, Unique Blades, to continue in the following months. So the more contributions, the better. It doesn't have to be $800 or $100 or even $20. $5, you get stickers, and I'll send them out ASAP. I think I'll get them probably early May. It's April, right? Yeah, it's April. Yeah, early May I'll get them, and it'll take 2 days to get to you because I'm quick normally. Bitch asses. Bitch asses. Bitch asses. Bitch asses. Bitch asses. Oh, he didn't even know I was there. He got lucky. Fuck him. Woo, my eyes are watering again. I think I don't blink when I go on a streak. Like, I genuinely, I don't blink. I don't breathe because I run out of breath and my eyes water. I think I'm just retarded. I think I'm just generally retarded. What were we talking about? We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. A couple other topics people wanted me to cover. Here, let me quick bring them up here. People wanted me to play Infected. People think that Infected, Camp for the Win especially, he said Infected's okay. I enjoy playing Infected. However, it seems like we had decent lobbies. There were no shooters. There were no shitty connections. But on days where we do have shitty connections, I will play more Infected just because I don't want to. If I'm not having fun, then the commentary will be shitty. But today I had fun, so hopefully you guys enjoy the commentary. I also want you guys' opinion. Should I do some Black Ops 2? I don't know exactly what game mode I would play, but it's back. And I honestly, if we hit that $1,000 goal, which we could easily do it if okay, now the economist in me recalls the learning about the free rider effect. The free rider effect basically means, hey, other people are paying for it, I don't need to. And that's kind of how I look at this. Like, everybody's content because this is back, but there's still so much more we could do. So if you want to help us hit that goal of 1,000, every little bit helps. And I honestly, I don't even know that I'll let you guys vote. I really want to do a Black Ops 2 Zombies Trolltage because those were so fucking fun to make, and I miss subtitling. And trolling on a game like Modern Warfare 3 where there just aren't many people playing might not be entertaining to watch. So if you guys are okay with it and we hit that goal, I think that would be dope. We have Tupac playing. I think I have one Tupac song that somehow is magically playing. You know, it took me, I don't know when the last iPhone update I did was, but it took me like 4 months to figure out how to fucking put a song on shuffle or a playlist on shuffle. I didn't know you had to like swipe up. I just assumed that it would automatically shuffle, and it never did. And I was like, huh, guess it's not a feature anymore. But then I found it today. Anyway, so yeah, there's still a possibility of more content, a whole bunch more content. But I will try to get these out kind of on a sporadic basis. Like, I'm not gonna promise every Sunday night, which was originally my goal. I actually don't even know that I should have done it for April, because I don't think anybody who's pledged anything has been charged anything yet. I feel like this is just the warm-up month, or I don't know. But we're doing it anyway. And Yeah, I think it charges you on the 1st of the month. So yeah. So I don't know if then next month... I don't really know how it works. I don't really know how this is all going to go. But hopefully it's something we can keep on the channel for a long time. And hopefully it's something that gradually over time it kind of gains a new audience. Not a new audience, but an additional audience, some additional support, you know, because I don't... Like, I hate asking this same group of people every single episode saying, like, hey, support Patreon. But then you guys have already heard it. What the fuck? Oh, see, that's stupid. That's dope, but that's stupid because that's why I like going for random ones. Not only do I not know that spot, I just like throwing random ones and not knowing what the kill cam is going to look like. Anyway, okay, what do we have here? What else do I have to discuss real quick? How do I feel about the YouTube hackings by Armine? They were hacking networks. They weren't actually hacking individual channels, so I don't know. Kind of shocking that it was so easy for them to get into, but... what is your opinion on name? Okay, we're going to finish it with this. What is your opinion on name brand clothes? By the way, if you're watching this right now, you are a goddamn legend, okay? You just sat here and listened to a random person talk for like 45 minutes about God knows what. What did I talk about? Cleveland Shooter, Casey Neistat, my car, Pokemon GO. We covered quite a bit today. What is your opinion on name brand clothes versus what people call cheap clothes, LOL, and what you prefer? I just went to Macy's the other day. Now, when people hear Macy's, they're like, ooh, fancy. No, not fancy. If you go on like a Saturday morning, they always have like, literally everything is always on sale at Macy's. Like at least 25% off. I went in and I was super hyped. I don't buy myself new clothes unless they have my logo on it. And I was super hyped. I got 4 new shirts. I wear a lot of like Nike long sleeve shirts. Those are my favorite because they're good in like winter and spring and summer. They get kind of hot in the summer, but and I got some other shirts. Like I don't pay. I used to be like, yo, I'm gonna get this fresh new brand, $50 for a t-shirt, fake gold chain, designer jeans. I'm a tool. I'm not like that anymore. Like, I will gladly pay $8 for a shirt and wear the shit out of it and buy another one a year later. I'm a bargain hunter, except for cars. I spend money on cars. Anyway, I love you guys. If you watched this far and you watched all the way to the end and you didn't cheat, if you're leaving a comment 4 minutes after this video is posted and you're like, yo, I finished the video, you're a fucking liar, okay? Thank you, but fuck you. If you're still watching, leave a comment about tortugas, not turtles, tortugas. Okay, what is your favorite color Tortuga? Probably green. Oh, God, we're going to end it with a squeak? Jesus Christ. Puberty Chuck is back. I love you guys. Thank you for watching or listening. Take it easy. Peace. What the fuck was that?